Okay, so it's a little dark. Sorry about that. Just got out of my niece's senior night, which was very exciting. And after a bottle of water, oh, excuse me. My voice is much better because I was screaming because I really get into the sports. So, trying to get at this parking lot, which I parked in F. And that's, my last name starts with F. So, that's like a little ironic. Oh, they're all F's. There must be A row, B row, C row, D row, F row. So, not so ironic, I guess. So, this is something that I was thinking about. Now, we all deserve the best. And these DJs that I listen to, they're a married couple, Robbie and Rochelle, on 107.1, The Boss, local to my area. Funny, they're on in the morning. They're married. God bless them, working together. And they get into it sometimes, but in a fun way. And they said, and if I said this already, again, I apologize. But, there goes my voice again because the water is wearing off, I guess. So they asked, it's called He Said, She Said, and I think this was one of the He Said, She Said things. And it's like, what is the pettiest thing you ever ended a relationship for after one date? Now, in my opinion, one date does not constitute a relationship. And I think I said this to new guy. 2 dates, 3 dates, 4 dates. Maybe by the 5th date, it's you're still getting to know each other. And oh shit, I'm in the wrong lane. I'm in the turn lane. I think it's a new relationship by then, like by the 5th date. You're still getting to know each other. And I kind of didn't get my kids' whole, well, we were seeing each other at first. Then we were dating exclusively, even though they weren't seeing anyone else. Until even when they were just dating. But you can, those are the rules. Then you're dating exclusively. And then it's official, you're in a relationship. Now, he met his girlfriend, I don't know, I think November, end of October, somewhere in there. And they weren't official till January. Now, I kind of get that now in thinking about this. Yeah, I think your first date is your first date. And at this stage of the game, my age, 57, going to be 58 this year, I don't want to be dating multiple people. And I don't know if it isn't until you're dating exclusively that you have sex. I don't know. Not a question I'm going to ask my kids. So if I'm out at a bar and I see younger, like 20-somethings, I might ask them what their definition is, but I'm not going to ask my kids. So I get that, because when they ask you to be official, that's when you are deciding if you want to be official and move forward. You've gotten to know them enough to move forward with the relationship. Okay, I get that. So I kind of understand that a little more. I don't know, like I said, if I don't believe in having sex with multiple people. When I found out this one guy was, didn't want me. He wanted to know if I was talking to anybody or seeing anybody else. And I said no, and then talking to no. Oh, good, because I don't want you to. But it was fine for him. So I just but the official thing, if you're dating exclusively, and then at our age, you should be dating exclusively. unless it's 1 or 2 dates, and then, you know, but you gotta try on the shoe. And this guy, seeing that he wears tighty whities, really, really turned me off. I don't know why. I think because my ex wore tighty whities, and they were disgusting. They were discolored and everything, and oh my God. And and he used to, you know, when we shared the house, and in the mother-in-law suite, there was not a full bathroom. So he had to shower upstairs. But the deal was before I got home, or when I wasn't home. And he would leave his underwear on the knob, on the inside, hanging on the inside of the bathroom. And he's like, oh, I forgot they were there. How the hell do you forget they're there? You have to turn that knob to open the door to get out. How the hell do you do that? So my friend said, throw them out. I said, I don't want to touch them. Take a plastic bag, and kind of like you pick up poop, you know, inside out. And so I did. Kept throwing them out. And he must have discovered I have no underwear. I don't know what she did with them, and he stopped doing it. So there you go. There you go, folks. It stopped him. But I think that's part of my problem with that. And I just don't know, man. I feel you got to be compatible in all aspects. And yes, I don't want to just sleep with someone. And I feel if you're like him and I connected as far as the kiss, but I don't like, he thinks, wow, oh my God, you're a great kisser. Oh my God. Oh, you must really like me because you're kissing me so much. I'm just a very, like, there's been guys where I'm like, I back off. If someone's a good kisser, and I have to give him that, he's a good kisser, I'm into it. And I was attracted to him, you know, first time we met, more than I thought I'd be. And I really wasn't expecting him to kiss me that much and that, you know, passionate, but it was nice. And I discovered Cruise Guy. I thought he was a good kisser, but no, I don't think so now. Rating him against this guy, because it had been a while. So it's like, all right, he's a decent kisser. He's all right. No. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying sex is the most important thing, but, and to me, you know, all the stuff leading up to the actual intercourse is just like, that has to be there. That definitely has to be there. Because if not, God no. Because, I mean, if he's not good at that, or doesn't like to do that, then sorry, dude. Like, dealt with that in my marriage. I'm not going to deal with that second time around. And people that are in relationships that they're not happy in, and they're like, oh, we haven't had sex in like 2 years, because they've been together like 7 years. What? And these are divorced people. What the hell is wrong with you? You were in a sexless marriage, and these are people that were in a sexless marriage, guys and girls. And now you're with someone, but on the other hand, also, I don't want somebody that, I mean, a friend of mine's like, oh, my daughter's there, so he can't, the boyfriend can't stay over. Like, why not? Well, then we can't do anything. Well, why can't he just sleep with you for once in a while? Like, listen, I'm all for sex all the time. But, and she's made a comment to me that, like, way back, not now, that she felt like 80% of their relationship was sex. And I'm like, really? I'm like, 80%? Like, that, like, she goes, it's like we have to do it all the time, every time, and several times. And I'm like, no. I mean, I really, no. And if some guy, like, I realized this guy after a while, he's inviting me over, and half the time, you know, like, it started where, takeout, he had takeout there for me, or leftovers, and then to where he had a snack, to where he just had a drink, and I'm like, I'm done with this. Like, all you want is sex. That's all you want me for. And these guys they always come back. My friend says that. They always come back. And even some that I didn't have sex with, but, you know, kissing and fooling around a little bit. And they're like, oh my God, you're such a passionate kisser. And my friend, we're friends now, but at one point, you know, I did kiss him. And he's like, you are a very passionate kisser. And I'm like, okay, but that's who I am. And I'm not always a passionate kisser. I'm not always kissing someone. Because if I don't feel that attraction, I'm not going to kiss them. I mean, there's guys where barely got a hug. And there's some, I'm like, do you really think this went well? Do you really think? I'm like, after 20 minutes, I'm like, you know, I really got to go. And, okay, can I see you again? Did you think this went well? And that took me a long time to build up the courage to say. Like, I really took me a while to say, you know, did you think this went well? Or to say, and not, if they said, can we do this again? I'll say, you know, I don't know that there was, I mean, you're a nice person, everything, you're a nice guy, and I had a nice time talking to you, but I didn't feel that connection. That took me a while to say. I mean, there's sometimes I went on 2-3 dates and I just kind of, you know, took longer and longer to answer them, and then they're like, oh, you know what, I really don't think, you know, there's a connection there with us. And I'm like, oh, thank God. So, whose car is this? I don't know who the hell's car this is. Pennsylvania. Don't know. Maybe it's my nephew's girlfriend's car. But I didn't think she lived in Pennsylvania. I thought she lived in New Jersey now, or New York. I don't know. But she came from Pennsylvania, so I don't know. But I have to get inside to my sister's. We're gonna have pizza. And I just had pizza last night. I'm gonna have a salad with it too. I'm gonna have her order me a salad. But I don't care. I'm gonna work it off. I'm gonna walk no matter what time I get home. I'm walking. I'm walking and walking and walking. Jazzy just might walk with me. She might not have a choice. If she's going quick, or walk her, do as far as she'll tolerate, and then put her in the house and then finish my walk. So I'd like to hear that. What are your thoughts about this whole new thing that these young people have? And what are your thoughts about just dating one person? I know some friends that are like, I feel if you really like the person, you're not going to want to date someone else. And new guy said that. He's like, there's some like, second or third date, and I'm talking to someone else because I'm not really sure. No, if you're not sure, because they always say, if there's a second, get rid of the first. Because if you were really into the first, there wouldn't be a second. That kind of makes sense. So I'd like to hear your thoughts. And on sex. Like, what if the sex is horrible? Is that a reason? Like, I think it is. I put up with horrible sex in my marriage, which I didn't know was so horrible. So what, is that, for some people, maybe they're like, my friend really isn't so much anymore into it. She's like, once in a while I could have it, I could go for it, but it's not something I have to have all the time. So, guess I should get older, but I don't see myself slowing down. I think I'm making up for lost time in my marriage. I don't know. But, all right. I'd like to hear feedback. What do you think? What do you think about the whole new generation where we're seeing each other, we're dating exclusively, and then we're official when we want to just lock it in and we feel like this can go the distance? Maybe there's something to it. I don't know. But, alrighty. I will talk to you all later. Let me know what you think. Bye.